slow rhythm, deep emotion. You know what the worst feeling in the world is? It's when you smile, but it's not real. You smile because you don't want anyone to be upset. You say it's fine when it's not. You nod, you agree, just to keep the peace. How many times have you said yes when every cell in your body wanted to scream no? How many times have you pretended everything's okay just so nobody gets disappointed? And then, at night, you lie awake thinking, why does no one understand me? The truth is, people rarely notice the one who's always okay. Because when you always say yes, you're silently telling the world, I don't matter. But today, we're breaking that pattern. Today, we're going to peel back that mask and see the mind behind the smile. Let's get one thing straight. The fact that you always want everyone to be happy doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, people like you are often the most caring, the most responsible, the most empathetic souls out there. But behind that kindness, there's fear. A deep, quiet fear of rejection. Somewhere along the way, your brain learned that love means approval. That if someone's disappointed in you, it must mean you did something wrong. So every time you try to make a choice for yourself, that little voice whispers, what if they get upset? Here's the truth. There's a reason your mind works that way. You're not just too nice. Your brain's been trying to protect you. It just doesn't realize it's protecting you the wrong way. Almost every person who struggles to say no today learned as a child that disagreement means danger. Let me explain. When a child says, I don't want to, they expect to be heard. But if every no is met with punishment, silence, or guilt, the brain makes a rule. When I express myself, love gets taken away. And that rule sticks, like a virus. Years later, that same person says, I'm easygoing, I don't mind. But what they really mean is, I'm scared, I don't want to lose love again. Some even feel guilty when someone praises them, because deep down, they hear a voice saying, don't stand out, don't make others uncomfortable. They often grew up in families where love was conditional. I love you when you're quiet. I love you when you behave. I love you when you don't make trouble. So they learned, love isn't given freely. You have to earn it by performing, by pleasing, by being good. That's not kindness. That's survival. Do you know how the mind of a people pleaser works? It's like a radar, constantly scanning for danger. But the danger isn't violence or chaos, it's disapproval. If someone frowns, their brain screams, you did something wrong, fix it, now. So instead of fight or flight, they go into a third mode, please. Because deep down, their mind believes, if everyone's happy with me, I'm safe. This fear of rejection is a quiet, invisible anxiety. It hides behind kindness. It wears a smile. But inside, it's panic. These people don't fear being alone in a room. They fear being emotionally abandoned. That feeling of being invisible, unwanted, so they overcompensate. They laugh when they're hurting. They apologize even when they've done nothing wrong. They stay silent just to avoid tension. But that peace, it's fake. Every fake yes chips away a piece of their soul. until one day they don't even know who they are anymore. People pleasers look amazing from the outside. Everyone loves them. They're so nice. They never say no. But no one talks about the cost. The cost is emotional exhaustion. It's the quiet kind, the kind that builds slowly until one day you wake up tired, not from work, but from pretending. You've been performing kindness for so long, you've forgotten how to just be. You tell yourself, now's not the time to be upset. Don't make a scene. Don't let anyone down. And each time you silence yourself, you lose a little more of who you are. Until one day, you don't even remember what you truly want. You've been everything to everyone, except yourself. And that's when burnout hits. Because when you live for others too long, you forget how to live for you. Want to know if you're sacrificing yourself? Let's be honest. If every time you say yes, you feel a tiny spark of anger inside, if compliments make you uncomfortable, if someone being upset with you feels like the end of the world, you're not being kind, you're disappearing. People pleasers often say things like, "It's okay, it's no big deal." But inside, it is a big deal. They're trading pieces of themselves for affection. In relationships, they constantly feel in debt, as if no matter how much they give, it's never enough. And the scariest part, they attract people who expect them to keep giving, people who confuse kindness with compliance. Here's the truth. If someone stops loving you just because you finally said no, they never loved you. They loved your usefulness. Healing people-pleasing isn't easy, but it's possible. Because for years, your brain's been repeating one sentence: if they're upset with me, I'm bad. Now it's time to erase that and write a new one. Step 1, awareness. The fact that you're here listening to this means a part of you is already waking up. It's tired of living in fear. But awareness isn't enough. You have to practice. Step 2, setting boundaries without guilt. No isn't rude. No is self-respect. It means your time, your peace, your energy matter. You're not supposed to be available 24/7. You're not a lifeline for everyone else's emotions. You know why we fear saying no? Because as children, we thought no meant losing love. But love that disappears when you stop pleasing was never love. It was a transaction. Step 3, accept that other people's feelings are not your job. If someone gets upset because you said no, that emotion belongs to them, not you. You're responsible for your peace, not their comfort. And step 4, coming back home to yourself. Every time you honor your feelings, every time you choose honesty over approval, you take one step closer to freedom. You start meeting the real you, the version that was buried under years of pretending. And when you find that version again, you'll never trade it for anyone's approval ever again. You know something most people never realize. Being a good person and being available to everyone are two completely different things. A good person is kind because they choose to be. A people pleaser is kind because they're afraid not to be. And that difference changes everything. As long as you're living to please others, your life doesn't belong to you. But the day you finally say yes to yourself, even if it disappoints others, that's the day you're born again. Some people might walk away. Let them. Because the ones who stay, they'll love you, not your mask. When you start pleasing yourself, you stop begging for validation. You stop chasing love and start becoming it. Look in the mirror and tell yourself this: I'm enough, even if no one's clapping. That is where freedom begins.